It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started. And here we go from LA. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Stafford to the air to start us off. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Couldn't connect with Puka Nacua. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Running back, motioning right. Throw caught by his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
They've got a man in motion. On 1st down, here's Stafford. That's caught at the 25. To the house, touchdown LA. The Rams take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when he can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Motioning left is their running back. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off. Putting the tight end in motion.
Murray thrown again on 2nd and 10. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Play action now, Murray. He puts some power on a deep one. He's got it inside the 25. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. They put a receiver in motion right. From the red zone now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals finish off their opening drive. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Brings in the kick at the 9. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he's all the way up across the 40 before heading out of bounds.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
They fake the handoff now, Stafford. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and 6 coming up here. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so it'll be 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. This will be caught by Adams. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense in the hurry up here. Going forward, it's Williams. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. Stafford from the gun. He throws a bullet to the set. This is brought in at the 15. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams break the tie here in the first. It's a Puka Nakua, touchdown! His second scoring catch of the game. Point after converted from Cardi. And the Rams take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He'll take this at the 10. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion here left. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Running back sent in motion. Another try following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Murray on 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Broke through the tackle, and he's brought down before the return gets far. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And the Rams will take possession. They've got 1st down from the 31. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Josh Sweat making the stop. No gain on that play, and this is how we'll end the first quarter. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They start out 2nd and 10. Stafford. Completed to his running back. Decent game. Short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd and just 2 to go. Man in motion here. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this is headed to the sideline, and it'll bounce out at the 7. Wow, great kick. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackle made by Cameron Curl. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They send a man in motion. Now Murray on the play fake. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Hand off to Benson from the gun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10, Murray. He's trying to push the field. This one will be intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Rams have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. Buda Baker picks it off. And the Cardinals are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he's only able to get this to around the 13. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the gun, it's Murray. Gets this one to Harrison. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 42. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Quick throw left side, complete. Touchdown, Arizona. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Prater adds the PAT. And the Cardinals tie things up at 14. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. 2-2 Atwell now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Brought in inside the 20. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams take the lead just before halftime. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Cardi with the extra point. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Has this at the 6. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. One last play before the break. A final throw before the break. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And he takes this one back for the pick six. He missed the linebacker lurking, or he thought he could challenge him there and win. A 6-point mistake, Brock, either way.
Do you know, Kate, that you use that word as a verb, and quarterbacks, when we look at coverages, we use it as a noun. He's a lurker. You said he was lurking, and he was. And if you're not aware of that lurker, that free defender who's got eyes on you, well, they can make you pay just as he did.
Cardi now for the PAT. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return starts at the 9. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Murray. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They motion a receiver left. Benson on 1st and 10. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Stop made by Braden Fisk. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
They motion the tight end over. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Able to get it to Benson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Darius Williams on the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Murray to throw here on 3rd. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. The incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Harrison's got it on the sideline. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a fourth down gamble.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it with all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Back to the air, Murray. Misfire there, couldn't connect.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on first, it's 2nd down. Throwing it again here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
They've got a man in motion. Murray on 3rd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This return starts at the 5. And he won't get to the 20. Out of bounds just before it, around the 18-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing now on 1st down. Stafford. To the sideline, and Adams snags it. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. A gain of 27 yards there. And it brings up an LA 1st down. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's going to get him up to the midfield, strike with that run. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
It's complete to Higbee. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Stafford from the gun. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Cardinals take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
The give now to Benson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Murray from the pistol. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First down, ball at the 36. Play action now, Murray. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Murray thrown again on 2nd and 10. Escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Tight end in motion right. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. The wind was at his sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Cardinals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, he's had the kind of scoring day you love to see out of him. 3 touchdowns in the book so far, but now 3 interceptions thrown as well. Gotta do without those.
Yeah, you do. The aggressiveness has helped him find the end zone several times, but it's also led him to find defenders several times as well. You got to figure this out. It's a quarterback teeter-totter. How to dial the mistakes back while keeping that aggressive mindset as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. That's complete to Wilson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Cardinals ball, and they could use a score. They come into the fourth trailing. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Murray. And pass is complete to McBride. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Benson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Man in motion here. Throwing here, Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Looking to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. They connect on the deep shot. And this is caught. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 4th quarter lead. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play. Yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used a pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw. And he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Atwell now to return. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff now, Stafford. Connects on the crosser. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
From the 18 on 2nd down. Near the goal line. It's an LA touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams take a 4-point lead. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Benson's got it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Cardinals needing 4 points. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Kyler looking to throw. He's on the move. He just throws this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They bring Wilson in motion right. Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Darius Williams with the INT. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Defense getting in on the farm block with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Fresh off the pick, here's Murray. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Kobe Durant has it. And the Rams take possession of the football.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They send a man in motion. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. His pass caught by Nakua. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up an LA first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Offense set for a 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams making a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Rams push their lead to 18. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And they pick him off again. Cameron Curl has it. And the Rams take over on his 11th interception of the campaign.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
Here's Williams to start the drive. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here's 2nd and 5. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Stafford now on 3rd down. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it inside the 10. And he's finally out. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL.